Yo, get out of the water, you're gonna drown, dog. Alright, welcome back to another video on the channel. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. Today we're playing some more ARK. We are picking up where the last episode left off, minus a nice little trek back from where we were to our fire. We are in the process of looking for a horse. However, on my travels back to our fire, because apparently this is home at the moment, I found a drakeling. I think it was like level 95. I want to see if we could potentially get that, but we got a couple issues. The first one is if it asks us to craft, we don't have a lot of stuff. We have a little bit of stone and no wood. And if I was going to craft things that I think would be like high value points, it would be like foundations or like stone. I wonder if you could like make intakes or whatever. Intakes would be 25 stone a pop. These would only be 10, but you'd need 15 wood. Either way, though, we would need some resources to craft, so we'd have to harvest some resources. We also don't have any good meat for taming. I think it's meat that they take because they're little drakes, which means that we'd want to try to get some good meat. And we know we found the ovis, so we could probably run up murder an ovis and then use its mutton for taming. So the meat part's not an issue. Just the resources. What I want to do though, first thing is I'm leaving these guys here. They're just annoying to run around with now that I have this guy. We're gonna collect some resources for crafting if the thing asks us to. Also, if it asks us to kill stuff, I'm gonna I guess kill ovis. It's the only thing I have in this area, but if we can get our hands on a drakeling this early, oh, here we go. That'll make our lives a whole lot easier. Stupid spears, another sword, shield. We're not getting any of the drops that I actually want. Let's split this stack in half and drop that. Those things are heavy. Anyway, so we're gonna go run up the way that we went in the last video, just because I want to grab these crates. We'll go up and attack ovis and then harvest it, and then we'll take the parasaur over to where I saw the drakeling and see if we can find it again. If we run into an equus though before we find before we finish all this other stuff, I'm gonna tame that. So it's either or is what we're going for. Whichever one happens first. Can we please just get a hatchet? Like, that's all I want out of all of this. I mean, I guess I'll take those arrows, but I can click this and repair. While we're at it, let's go ahead and repair this too. It's not what I asked you to do. There we go. Okay, so we got everything loaded. So we're going this way again so we can find crates, because I haven't found, like, the only thing that we've gotten that's been like super useful is the crossbow. And I think until we get, well, I guess technically we already have like a decent mount. I was gonna say until we get like a decent mount for whatever, we're gonna stay homeless. But I think think having an Equus would be nice just for the speed. This guy is lovely. He has insane stamina, and I've just been holding run the whole time. Actually, I could just auto toggle and use my mouse to move. But so the immediate goals is to either get an Equus, a Drakeling, or I don't even know that we're going to be able to get the Drakeling. I want to try though, because if we can get the Drakeling, then that'll help us with a few things. For one, we won't have to worry about falling because there's slow fall on it. But it'll also, it'd be nice to have the, there's a shark right here. I heard you, buddy. Yeah, I hear you, buddy. I don't see him. Anyways, it would be cool to have the Drakeling for the experience thing, because I want to check that out. That is a fun mechanic. Not that we have like an easy way to go and collect any chests, so we do get, but we'll make it work. I guess we're out of chests or crates, boxes, whatever you want to call those damn things. Go up here. Hope that there's not like a Giga or car that spawned since the last time we were up here. I don't see anything that we need to worry about at the moment. Doesn't necessarily mean that there isn't anything to worry about though. I am blind as all hell sometimes. I feel like we are going the wrong way. Let's say 140, 150. Oh, I wish I had crank arrows. How about you? 25. There's a bison. Wait, this is where the ovis were, and now it's all bison. Or maybe I'm misremembering. No, this is different ruins. I don't want to go anywhere near the bison until I'm ready to deal with them. From my understanding, they are not friendly. Let's keep running up this way. Either we're gonna find the ovis that we're looking for, or we're going to find an Equus, or third option is we're gonna find something big and nasty that's gonna mess us up. And this guy is not a quick tame, so we'll probably end up dying if that's the case, and losing our parasaur here. They're one in the movement speed, why not? There's an ovis, but I don't think that's the ovis we're looking for. Some galleys. We may actually need to go down that way. What level are you guys? They're 195. Preferably, I would like a easy to murder ovis. I don't really want to say it because I'm sure it'll bring it into fruition, but I haven't seen any allosaurs. I'm used to them being up here. I think that's a Drakeling right there. I don't see a bunch of ovis. That's what I'm looking for. The spot where we were at the end of the last episode. Alright, I think it's right here. Yeah, here we go. Alright, what level are you? You're 140, jeez. So you had the baby. 100. Is everything out here level 100 plus? Come on. I haven't messed around with any of the 140, jeez. I haven't messed around with any of the levels of the dinos or anything. So this is just what we're naturally running into. 95. I'm gonna take a chance that one of these out here are a little bit lower. 100, Jesus. It's rare to to ask for a low tame, but I just want something that I don't want to kill that one because it has a baby. It's weird asking for a low creature level. You're 100. You have a baby too. Come on, be 55 or lower. Come on, buddy. 50. I will take. Ow, man. How many health points did you have, dude? Okay. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transfer all that over. I don't need these. Don't need that either. I think we're good. We're gonna run this way and try to find the well, I need resources still. I don't know how many feedings I'm gonna have to do to try to tame that thing. I'm gonna go grab this tree, hope I get a decent amount of wood from it. And then we'll run down the hill. I already have a torch that I made in preparation for this little adventure. Grab this tree too while I'm at it. I think I hit my parrots over there. Okay, so dude is way over there. I'm gonna try to see if I can lure him this way. Closer we can keep him to that Ovis, the better. Gain kill experience. There. There's the Ovis. Dude, I lost it because of him. Where's the baby? Where's the anything? Give me anything to kill. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's giving me harvest off of this. It wants to kill again. Hey, we're gonna name you Savior. I don't know if I'm spelling that right. Savior? It's okay if we're not. Well. I would really like actual hide, not, actually, where are you? Come here. Hello? Come here. There we go. Dude, I'm stoked we got that, dude. That is, very exciting. We should probably put our food on here. Right now, all I care about is the hide. Like the pelt would be nice. The mutton is just a pain. Okay. What is this? I found a explorer node. I don't recall finding that. Okay, so this is the experience for the loot from the dude. This is a health buff. That is dope. And then some kind of XP buff. Where? There you are. You can go back to attack my target. There we go. And then let's put some more into food and water. Stamina. We'll put a couple in health. Put a couple in fortitude. We are up to metal buildings. Going back to the hatchet because I want the hide if I can get it. Perfect. Alright. User, we're gonna take all this nice mutton. We're gonna take the pelt. All of that. I'm ecstatic about the little spriteling dude. Or drakeling. I was hoping to find a horse. We did not. Turn on slow fall. I'm gonna give him. We'll give him 10. I don't know if I need to feed him or not, but we're gonna feed him just in case. Alright, so I think for right now, I'm gonna give up on the Equus. This dude has 16 carrots still, so if we run across one, we could still try, but I think we're gonna focus on finding a new place to live. Obviously, where we are is not a good place to be. Baby Diplo, level 60. Thanks for the shove, dude. Try to get away from him before he comes down to my area. So we're ice cubed right now, but the drakeling is basically keeping us alive, so we're not losing health, or we are, I guess, technically losing health, but he's healing it before we see it. I guess before I forget, we should probably save, since this is a single player, not a server. Let's go ahead and tell you to stop following me. Why do you guys have meat? Did I hear the volcano? Holy. Alright, so we're gonna craft up the food. It's been a little bit since we got the crate. I might go back and see if any of those crates spawned in. I would love to get a metal hatchet. We keep getting stupid things though. The Viking Bay area has a lot more crates in it too, so starting there is a little bit easier. I'm gonna call that for now. That volcano sounds like it's closer than it is, because that is like, it's right here. I usually do my base up here. So this is like a whole new opportunity. As far as like the map goes, when I was checking out places to build, I did check the canyon here, part of it anyways, and then oops, get some food in me. There we go. And then I didn't go to the desert though, because I don't want to live in the desert. Oh, thank you. We need some water. This is a pretty quiet little area, it seems, except for those stupid birds, the ichthyornis or whatever, seagull things. Alright, how are you guys on food? You need food. Yeah, we'll get you some too, why not? There was one more that had a little bit missing, or a decent amount missing. Was it you? I guess, maybe. And we're gonna check these guys on their food. You guys are so good. I don't know why I bothered checking, because you guys stole food somewhere. And you guys you have vampiric? Ooh. What do you have? Extinction carrier. What is that? Show trait. Waste drain. Reduces the weight of extinction items in its inventory. Okay. So, relatively useless. Sprinter. Old. Oxygen mutable. Oxygen mutable. And then you. Oxygen robust too. So you just have a ton of oxygen. Get your oxygen gene and its offspring are more likely to have it. Great. All right, we're gonna run and check crates, and then after fire went out, so let's grab what's in there. All right, we're gonna grab crates, and then after crates, we're going to look for a spot to build. And I think initially it's gonna be just like a small shack, just to have things in, like a crafting bench and stuff like that, or smithy, I mean. Play too many games, man. Alright, looks like we got a couple crates here. Dude, I am getting like the worst luck on these things. Another crossbow, another sword. Okay, this thing is trash, so we get rid of that. You can have this, this, this. I'll even give you that. There you go. Dude's got like insane weight. So I think what I want to do is right now we're just doing a small little shack. Then we're gonna build a better base until we get to the point where we need something better. And then at that point, I think I'm going to leave it up to comments on the location that we end up building in, as far as like the final base, or the big base, I should say. Right now, my thoughts are either Highlands on the new island, or over by Viking Bay. If you have better ideas, you can leave it in the comments. I'll definitely take some input into consideration. I'm not seeing any new crates. Yeah, I love that this Parasaurus stamina is so high. I literally am just holding run. We could do like a temporary thing here that puts us close to the Highlands area. It also is close to this entrance. The downside though is that, like I said previously, Gigas and cart cars spawn in this area. So it may not be a great place to put even a temporary shack. What up, Diplo? If I keep going this way, I'm just gonna end up near the volcano, and I don't really want that either. Maybe here. It's still a little too close for comfort, I think. Maybe we'll go... Isn't this the island I spawned on? Pretty sure. What are you doing, Parasite? Jeez. Hope we don't get bit by a shark or anything. Maybe we could go up by the bridge and go on that side. What was that? No idea. Hey, what up, sheep? Sorry I killed your friends. What was that? Level 60 female? Yeah, like all of this is not something I would really want to be a part of. For one, it's not really super flat, but the main thing is all of the danger. Like, it's not here at the moment, it doesn't look like, but this is not a friendly area. What are you doing, Bronto? You're Bronto, right? No, Diplo. Bronto's not there. I didn't see the little spiky things on his head, so... Honestly, I think for starter base, I think right here, like the shack right here would be a good spot. It'll give us enough room to get a few foundations down. I don't really see anything that wants to eat me over here. And our back would be to the water. That would also be a very big plus. I think that's what we're gonna do. We'll start doing some building here. What do we want to build with though? We could do wood, but that's costly wood. See if we can get 6. Oops, not 16. 6. We could make 1. I wonder what we're short on. Fiber. You don't collect fiber, I don't think. So you're not good for that. I guess I have to do this manually. I'll come back when we have more fiber. Alright, we got a little bit more fiber. We got some wood too, and not a lot of thatch. Did I... Oh, I threw it in the dude. Alright, let's see about those foundations now. Okay, so we need wood. Let's throw all of this in here. I guess we need to... Before I forget, I'm gonna do a waypoint here. I was gonna call it first. Alright, no, I'll just call it check. Check. Tip. Okay. So I don't forget where the hell I am. We're gonna run around and see if we can grab some wood. Actually, you know what? I just thought about it, but there's a pond over here. And I'm pretty sure this is a beaver pond. We could go and see if we can get a beaver den that we can get close enough to without worrying about dying. And then we'll just outrun the beavers. Right? I think I'm... Okay, I'm nowhere near the pond. That's the ocean. That's the pond over there, I think. There's bison there. I don't want to deal with them. Try to keep ourselves alive since we don't have a bed and we don't want to lose our parasite. Dude, this weather, I think it's a time thing. What time is it? 4:53. This is, I think it's 4:53 in the morning. Right? It's not daytime. Dude, the visibility is so bad. Before anybody like says, hey, turn off the fog, I like to leave fog on unless I absolutely need it off. And right now I don't feel like I need it off, so we're gonna leave it on. But eventually it may get turned off, at least for brief moments. I don't want the big beaver dam. Could potentially kill a mama beaver and get a beaver, but right now I want to avoid any conflicts if I can. There's some ovis over there. Just in general, it seems like a decent place to live. I think so far the worst I've seen is the bison, which I personally haven't had an experience with. My PTSD is secondhand. But if you can learn lessons from somebody else's mistakes, you're doing good. I don't see any small beaver dams, which is crazy. I couldn't tell if that was a fish or a beaver. If that was a fish, it was massive. Yeah, there's no small beaver dens I'm seeing. Which to me, unfortunately, means, oh, dude, I do not want to go in there. Try not to get stuck in the beaver den. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with the big beaver dens at the moment just because I don't have a surefire way to survive. Maybe me being over here would trigger some beaver dens to spawn in soon. And I know sometimes they can put the beaver dens on land, so I might look around here and see if I can find any that are just chilling. It's starting to get a little bit brighter, so we should be able to potentially see if there is one. A lot of parasaurs. Alright, I'll bring us back when I find either a beaver den or I decide to give up looking. Alright, so we found one beaver dam on the outside. There's a beaver right here. I do kind of want to see levels. What level are you? You have a baby and you're level 145. Oh my goodness. Where is your baby? Where? I don't see his baby or her baby. Is that a he or her? Is that her? I don't see your baby, ma'am. Oh, there it is. There it is. Alright, so what I think I might do is we're gonna see if I can murder this one and take its baby. Alright, we gotta find the baby quick. There it is. Murder baby. Alright. So that went a little bit smoother than I thought it was going to, and dude on my shoulder. Ate the baby. Or ate the beaver. What do I want to put on you? I think I want to do melee, because they have this weird... I don't remember how to use my bar. What was that? That was weird. That wasn't K, that was a different button. Anyways, they have a thing in my inventory here. And from my understanding, you can like get them to use them like a weapon. Run back over here. Try to keep him as close to the parasaur as I can. Is he not gotten his walk out yet? He still needs to walk. There it is. Alright, so we got the imprint there. I think it was only 9%, but still. 9% is better than no percent. This guy does not, or this girl, I should say, does not want to not walk. So we have to walk again, get that imprint. Moving a little bit faster now. There's the imprint. The reason I'm waiting for Dudette here to grow up is because I don't want to have to try to track a beaver anywhere. And it's a pretty nice level beaver, so we'll be back. All right, so we got our murder baby here, aptly named because he was a baby when I murdered his parent. He went through 2 walks, 4 cuddles, and a measure berry, and we ended up getting 73% imprint. We would have got a little bit higher if it wasn't for the last one was a walk and not like a cuddle or something. And he finished growing up in that last walk. We gotta open this. Looks like we're fighting. No! Murder, baby! Well, looks like we wasted all that time. It's okay, we got a little bit of wood. Unfortunately, I thought about bullying the first beaver, but looks like we would have ended up with the dead beaver anyways. Rest in peace, murder, baby. We have a bit of wood, so we should be able to at least get some foundations down. Actually, while I'm writing, I need 5 more of these. I can do 4. Oh boy. What is it we're missing? Wood. Okay. I guess we'll grab a tree real fast. I'm kind of bummed out that Murder Baby died, mainly because I was gonna use him as a utility dinosaur even without a saddle, but not so lucky. Sorry, though, we can get another one. The funny part, though, is that the whole reason I waited for him to grow up was because I figured he'd be able to outrun anything that was chasing us. I just didn't plan for a beaver to be in front of us. Yeah, I walked so far from the spot we were planning on building. I didn't know we were this far away. Does dude have food on him? I always worry about shoulder pets for some reason. I think we already did like the big awesome thing of the episode, so I shouldn't feel too bad about the beaver, but I do because it was a high level and it had a 70 something imprint, so it would have been a good beaver to have. I think life will get a whole lot easier once we get crystal. Once we have some crystal, we'll be able to start getting stuff done. I got a bunch of cementing paste. That's crazy. Are you following me? You're not. Okay, good. Actually, let's use him to clean up these bushes real fast. If anybody's wondering why I'm choosing here for the very first place, is because the bridge is right there. And I, as I mentioned in the first episode, I have thalassophobia, and I don't like the water. So I do my best to not have to swim in it if I don't have to. But I will, there will be me in the ocean eventually. Especially once we get a donkey, that'll help. That'll be our main metal farmer. Let's see. Let us not do that. What is going on? There we go. Hey. We're just gonna do 2x3 for now, and then we'll need wood and stuff. Fire, a couple points in health, and then a couple more in fortitude. See what we just unlocked. Fabricator, that's nice. Okay, we need. What do I need for that I don't have? I need some more stone. That's always fun. Okay, that's not one to beat, I guess. Should also check real fast and see that we need more thatch. What do we have for wood? 32. Come with me, buddy. We gotta get some thatch. I gotta get a bed down. Getting a little crazy without the bed. Once we get a flyer, life is gonna get insanely easy just because we'll be able to get where we need to be for certain stuff. or a better ground dinosaur. Right now we're on slow boy here. I'm not complaining though about the parasaur. The parasaur is amazing. Can I do bed yet? Nope, we need more thatch. Alright, we should be able to do a bed now. There we go. Get the bed down so I can stop worrying. And then can worry about wood and stuff like that after. I don't feel like we ran that far from the shack, but apparently we did. We still need stone. For now, I'll put this here. I'm using the wrong tool. I'm still kind of bummed out that we didn't get a hatchet. Like I said, I tested what was in those crates in like a private save before I started the series, and those crates, I got like more hatchets than anything else out of all of them. So I guess I just had some like really bad RNG this time, or really good RNG on the last one. The only thing I don't think spawns in those crates, as far as like metal tools goes, is the pickaxe. And I had to have opened like 100 of those crates, or more, probably more, just like testing to see like what would drop. But I got like mainly hatchets and those stupid shields, which nobody wants a shield. Thyla, that is a useful one. Bison saddle, that's also useful. My understanding, those are decent ground mounts, so maybe we could tame a bison. I'd have to look up to see what they take to tame, but I'm sure it's just like kibble and vegetables and fruit or berries. A little bit of metal there. Hey. Alright, we're gonna put this guy. From there. Alright, let's see. You need some metal. I don't have a lot. And some, let's take it off. Oops. There we go. Alright, we need more wood. We need more metal. I think it's either 5 or 8. I can't remember which. Let's see, smithy. It's 5 ingots, so I need 10 metal. And then it's 8 for the pick. Oops. I don't think I can see it from here. Maybe. I think it's 8 for the, no, 1 for this and 8 for this. That's it. So you would need 10 plus 16, 17, 18. You need 18. I guess we'll go work on that. Alright, I'm gonna come back once we've harvested enough metal. Alright, so I think we got 24 metal. I ended up going down that way, thinking, alright, well, we'll see if we can find some river rocks, because river rocks are usually pretty good for metal. What I found is that over there a little bit, there was a couple metal nodes. Now I have a crappy pickaxe, so I wasn't able to get a lot out of it, but 24 is more than enough to get us a smithy and a pickaxe, and then we can use the pickaxe to go and get the metal we need for the rest of it. Well, oh, and I was cutting wood on my way there. There's a lot of dead, like, driftwood. Let's pull 25. And then we need 5 for the smithy. What is the diplodocus doing? Yo, get out of the water, you're gonna drown, dog. Alright. That wood's already back. Those, where the diplodocus is right now, I cleared all those. Anyways, once we get to 5, we'll be able to do the smithy. We just need 2 more here. And then we'll use the rest for the pick. And let's see, the pick is going to put us at... See, the pick itself takes 8, so it's 16. We may have enough for... Or not the pick, excuse me. The hatchet is 16. So we may actually be able to do that. Let's see. Do the hatchet also instead of just the pick up. Let's throw some in the oxygen. Seems like a weird thing for somebody who doesn't like the ocean, but sometimes you gotta be in the water and you don't want to have to go get gear. So, megatheriums. Ooh. We need to eat. Probably put some wood in here. Since we got our campfire here. Since we don't got a wall, it's more like camping. I was placing this. There we go. I think I'll put it on this side. Normally I wouldn't K mode for placing things, but since we don't have a wall, I don't want it to go over the edge, and sometimes it's hard to tell if there's oh, we need more wood. Oh, I pulled the wood from the camp, or from the thing. 250. Cool, done. Crap. Trying to think of what would be the next, like, good move. Holy, you scared me, dude. Yeah, just... yeah, okay. I was gonna say, you can stop walking, I don't need you prancing around. We can get rid of my last death marker. Where? I don't need to see that. We do need to go get our dodos. Hey, there's some metal there. What level are you? Level 50 with a baby. Not that I really need a trike. I'm more just curious. 25. So far we haven't run into anything too high level for our safety. Oh yeah, let's turn this off. Here we go. That's still going. Look at the little baby. He's stutter stepping. I need some water. That's not good. Like the one thing I don't have like super simple access to. Okay, whew. I was gonna start panicking there. Alright, so we could turn this off. We have 9. And start putting material up. We don't need that on me. They can go back in there. We could start putting the stuff off of the parasaur here. Everything. You're weirding me out, Trey. Go away. Alright. So we got stuff in there now. Let's go ahead and do metal. We want our pickaxe. And it looks like we have enough for the hatchet. Let's go. And now that I have a hatchet that's already made out of metal, as soon as I go break one of those crates, I'm going to find a metal hatchet. Because that's how life works. And just in case I need them later, I'm going to put the primitive ones in there. Well, now we have our metal hatchet and our metal pickaxe. We have our crossbow and that metal pike. So we're pretty set on things that we could do. The next step is going to be like mortar and pestle. See what that's going to take. We can do it now. Let's go. So then we'll start in the next episodes. We'll start doing crafting narcos and start working on actually getting something tamed. My goal would be to have a better rideable tame as soon as possible. So we're crafting up narcos now, but so either a horse or an equus, I mean a bison, a raptor would be good if we found one. Hopefully we don't run into one of those around here. I think there's pyromanes and mantis over there. Like, there's some options for decent land trekking creatures to get around faster. So we'll have to figure out what we want to get and go for that. But for this episode, we're going to call this episode here. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you didn't, let me know in the comment. Let me know why. If you have any ideas as to what you think I should be doing with this series, please put it in the comments. Let me know. I'm open to suggestions. Right now, we are just checking out new Ragnarok and just having fun, basically. Anyways, y'all have a fantastic rest of your day. Peace.